Hello, everybody, and welcome to the official America's Team Patreon. I am BG, the Cowboys Unifier. I operate this Patreon. We stood this Patreon up in 2016, shortly after I retired from the Navy. Now, since 2016, what we've done is create a website to share stories about Dallas Cowboy fans. And in that process, we were able to establish a network and the first ever Dallas Cowboys fan club directory right on OAT. That's right. So our mission going into 2025 is exactly what it's been the last 3 to 4 years since 2016, and that is connect fans on social media at live events. And in 2025, I have a schedule full of events every month to go to. One example will be next June will be our deep sea fishing trip part 2. So congratulations and big shout out to my guy RC up in AK. He's the coldest Cowboy fan I know, president of Star Gang Alaska. Shout out to Bam, the president, Star Gang down there in ATL, where the Cowboy fans just took over this season. The next year's takeover will be in Las Vegas. And where else are you going to be able to get exclusive content and footage at? Right here on Patreon. But going back to June, before we put the cart before the horse with Las Vegas, this deep sea fishing trip is going to be influencers only. There's going to be about 15 influencers handpicked to be able to go on this all-inclusive deep sea fishing trip. And what it is a networking opportunity. It is a content grab, and also it's a great time during the off season as a Cowboy fan to get a vacay in, especially if you've never been to Alaska. I went to Alaska for my first time this June. We flew up to Anchorage and we drove down to Seaward, where our fishing charter left out of. We went out and caught some halibut and some different types of fish, some rockfish, and maybe a lingcod or two. We had a lot of fun. So special shout out to all of the Cowboy fans in Alaska. We put you on the map, thankfully, to officialamericasteam.com. So thank you to those patrons who have been supporting and keeping the lights on. We published that story, as you can see it flash across here, on our deep sea fishing trip back in June. That's one example. So if you've landed here today, I'd like to welcome you. Make sure to check out the different tiers here to see which ones you'd like to support. If that's the case, we know everybody's not in a position to support, and that's okay, and that's cool. You can check us out at officialamericasteam.com. But all of the exclusive footage and things like that will happen here first on Patreon. I'm going to be sliding from Facebook to Patreon and spending more time on Patreon this year, primarily because as a creator, you never want to put all of your eggs into one basket. So again, welcome to my Patreon. This is Official America's Team. Thank you to those folks who have been supporting it. Make sure you check out those tiers, get on our support bandwagon. Make sure it's going to help our content grow. It's going to help the platform grow. And most of all, it's going to help our network grow. And that's why we've called this Project Operation Expansion in 2025. I'm BG the Cowboys Unified, baby. We'll see y'all out there in the trenches.